Guys, don't miss the part about the chunk borders, it's really important. On to the video.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Tips with Charlie, because that's apparently a series now. I'll be showing you how to consistently and easily find diamonds with no X-ray or no exploits. I wouldn't even consider this cheating, but it is insanely cheaty in a way. Please watch to the end to get a full understanding, and you also get a nice bonus. Just watch the whole thing, it will be worth it. I watched a 40-minute video from Matthew Bolan where he explained this in more detail, but I've managed to compress this a lot, so watch it all because this is the compressed version, so I recommend you watch it all. Here's how it works. You start off by going to a swamp or river. If you decide to go to a swamp, you should look for clay patches, and if you head to a river, you should look for clay or spherical gravel patches. And then you find the center of each patch, open the F3 menu and the chunk borders. Diamond veins should spawn once every chunk. So which X and Z coordinate can you find the diamonds at? The X coordinate is always at the center of a patch, so pretty much what I'm saying is you only have to figure out what the Z coordinate is at. You're on certain Z coordinates way more likely to find diamonds than on others. So that is what I'm going to tell you, the Z coordinates. But guys, before I tell you the appropriate Z coordinates, here are some super important things you have to think about. So if your counting is about to cross a chunk border, remember to turn on chunk border so you can see. So if it's about to cross the chunk border, you'll have to move back along the Z-axis to the start of the chunk and continue counting. So you teleport to the other side of the chunk basically if you're about to cross it. If you land precisely on a chunk border, meaning exactly next to it, the block next to the chunk border, there is a chance that the vein is transferred to the other side of the chunk. So if it doesn't work when you dig straight down, then just follow the Z-axis to the other side of the chunk if it is on the chunk border. Clay patches in rivers. You can find diamonds 2 blocks away from the center of the clay patch, and note that this is 2 blocks in the positive Z-axis. This will work on 81.25% of seeds. To find iron, move 5 blocks in the positive Z-axis, of course from the center of the patch, and you'll find iron on 62.5% of these seeds. Also another fun fact, if you're a speedrunner or something, this might be useful. On 31.25% of seeds, you can find gravel. Yeah, as I said, by digging straight down on the clay patches in rivers. That can be useful to know for some people, I guess. Now, the second reference point which I'm going to be talking about is gravel patches in rivers. So I've already talked about clay patches, now we're going into gravel patches. You can find diamonds if you move 2 blocks in the negative Z-axis from the center, and this works on 75% of seeds. On the other 25% of seeds, you'll find diamonds if you go 8 blocks from the center instead of minus 2 blocks. However, there's another catch with these 25% of seeds. The catch is that this method of using river gravel patches only works on half of the chunks in a checker pattern. So to figure this out yourself, I'd recommend the standard tactic, which is mining minus 2 blocks out from the center. If that doesn't work, try again, because it might have failed because a cave could have tried to spawn or something similar. If you tried that a few times and it doesn't work, try going out 8 blocks instead. If that doesn't work either, you're either really unlucky or you successfully didn't find the correct chunk, which means that the neighboring chunk on all sides is the correct chunk where you'll find diamonds. And if you've correctly found the correct chunk, then you just move over diagonally to the next chunk. You also find iron if you move 2 blocks in the positive Z-axis from the center, of course, and this will work on 56.25% of the seeds. Now we're going to go into the third reference point, which is swamp clay patches. So on 87.5% of seeds, you'll find diamonds by going 7 blocks out in the positive Z direction, of course from the middle as usual, and you'll find diamonds there basically. But for the rest of the seeds, the 12.5% rest of the seeds, you'll dig straight down in the middle of the clay patch in the swamp, and the same thing about the checker thing applies, so only half of them work. And I would actually say clay patches are the best things you can use, because you can find like big fields of clay patches, which is amazing. Clay patches are the way to go if you are looking to get a lot of diamonds. And if you're looking for iron, it is 10 blocks out in the positive direction from the middle, and it works on 68.75% of seeds. So, summary for those who didn't watch the video: the best short-term option for finding diamonds is to find a river, find a clay patch, find the center of a clay patch, move 2 blocks over in the positive Z direction, meaning just 2 blocks in the positive Z direction, and then dig straight down. If that doesn't work, then go to the timestamp on the screen. Okay, I recommend you watch the rest of the video to understand this bonus a little better, but here it comes. So what if I told you you could find a method for finding lapis, gold, redstone, iron, and coal? Well, the said axis offset from the center of these patches varies from patch to patch, and also from ore to ore, and of course seed to seed and so on. But note, from ore to ore. So, if you'd like to find out how much the axis offset is for your type of ore, and some other statistics, then head on over to my description to find out more info there. Okay, big thanks for watching, and go ahead and impress your friends and whatnot. Goodbye, have a nice day.